The good thing that here is the only place in the country that have a complete neuro center.
Yes.
Everything.
The only place in Nigeria that has
Yes, complete neuro
center.
care center.
I don't want to be more.
You're welcome. Yes.
So whatever we are going to discuss here, I think we need to see how we can debunk that particular
Myth. Yes, myth, yeah. Because, and you know that thing is set up to derail development in the Southeast. Unfortunately, the people that carry the rumor around are Southeasterners more than any other person. We're the people that carry it around. I was in South Africa a few months ago and I met a gentleman from Anambra State. And we had Yorubas, professionals who were there, Yorubas, for all sorts of places. Edo State people. We're probably about 20 of us in Torach that came from Nigeria. And you can hear, he lives in Abuja, you can hear how this man was forcefully talking about the Southeast. He doesn't go there, insecurity. Demarketing the place. Then I said to him, Nibonyebe, Anambra State. He said, where? I said, Anibo last. Oh, it's been long. Like how many years? Almost 3 years. So you didn't know Anibo for 3 years. You know, as if you know Anibo. Now more as in Anibo, but it can't more than in the other place. Go here say, you may be here so. It's true. We fall into the trap of the false narrative. And that's what we have been doing, falling into the trap of the false narrative. So I will introduce you to the hospital administrator and the chief nursing manager, and then we'll go from there. This is Mrs. Anya, she's the hospital administrator. She built the hospital from day one while I was still in America. And this is Nurse Benedict. He's the senior manager for nursing in the place. The doctors, everybody's busy now, so I think they will walk you around and show you around.
I have one question.
Yes.
I think last year the health minister said that we are having health tourism in Nigeria.
Yes.
That a lot of people are coming to Nigeria
to get care.
Yes.
We have that sometimes. We do. It is true. We do have people who come from abroad, prefer to get their health care here and then go back because it's cheaper, it's quicker, especially if you go to UK. When people talk about UK. If you have, say, a gallbladder disease, it might take you another 2 years to see a specialist, probably another 3 years or 4 years to get that surgery done. Because, unlike the United States where these things are quick, because of the socialist healthcare practice in UK, it takes a long time for you to see specialists. In the US, cost of services is very high, so people pay a lot of money to see those specialists. But yes, especially people in the UK, when they come down, they prefer to get their thing. They will show you around. There's nothing we don't have. They prefer to, and by the way, let me just say, we also have another site in town, 2 sites. So they prefer to get their healthcare here. It's cheaper for them. They get it here, and then they go back. Even our gastroenterology surgeon, the wife came here and did all her scans here because that scan she was doing here for $200,000 is about $2,500, $3,000 in the US. So it's the same scan, it's the same equipment, it's the same reading. So he came here, he did everything here, and then took the wife back to America. In fact, he's back in America with the wife now. Yeah, and he lives in America. It's just that he comes here to work as well. Yes.
So truly, we are having people coming from
We
outside.
do. That's the truth. They are not going to government hospitals. That's one thing he did not say. You should have been clear to say these people are going to private hospitals. It would have made sense. But they're not going to government hospitals. They're going to private hospitals.
One more question. question, please. I know that from here, one of the hospitals that they refer to people to from, they'll say go to Ibadan, go to Lagos. So since we have this...
People come from there to this place. In fact, I had just thought the CEO of one of the biggest hospitals in Lagos, I just toured him around here within the last hour. The guy, I don't know if you saw him, that's owner of FCC. Yeah, so we have people who come from there. And when you walk around, there are a lot of people from the West who work here, even from the North, they work here. Yes, there are quite a few of them who work here, who are, you know, from doctors to rehabilitation to all sorts of things. They will show you, yes. So let me leave you to walk him around. Okay. You understand?
Dialysis is where we have remove the toxic waste from the kidney for those who are unable to, those who have kidney failures and kidney diseases, right? And also we have the CRRT, is the continuous renal replacement therapy, which is CRRT, continuous renal replacement therapy. It's a type of dialysis, but advanced type of dialysis where we use to take care of those who are critically ill, who cannot go through the conventional dialysis. So we have different machines.
So we have about 4 dialysis machines. We have about 4 dialysis machine, and then 1 CRRT machine. That is for those whose hemodynamic parameters are not stable, those that cannot just withstand the normal dialysis. So that one is done over a long time. It's just a good way to take out the waste product. Then while also trying to correct every other thing, acid-based disorders.
Okay, so what he's trying to say, you know, for you to do dialysis, there are different, when the minerals in the body are not stable, they are deranged, and then you want to correct. So while you are doing that continuous renal replacement, you also intend to correct some of those deranged electrolytes. Do you understand? It's always for very ill patients who cannot stand the normal dialysis. We have a machine, one of them. It is quite expensive, because why we say it's expensive is that most patients come up to 3 times a week, some alternate days. So, but we have donations from different people. We have one machine here that is donated. It's donated and set aside for people who have some infectious diseases who may not be able to pay. So it is subsidized for them. They pay for all that is needed, but the procedure is done free for them. But they pay for all the things that is needed to do the procedure. Dialysis is expensive in the sense that it's something you do for them. For those who are ill, they keep coming maybe 2 or 3 times, or even alternate days in the week. You know, we have patients in the ICU who will not, sometimes you may not be able to go into the X-ray department. So this is an instant, they just wheel it to the patient's bedside. They have this lead-lined shield that covers the patient, and then you take it and get instant reports.
On no account that there is a condition that they will not ask a patient, go to this hospital or go to this lab.
No.
Have this kind of...
There are some that you need to leave, but it is within. It is within us. It is ours. Yes. We don't go out for investigations for anything. All is within us. But this one, like I said, is bedside. There are some procedures you carry out on a patient. You need immediate X-ray to see if, like a tube you pass, or like the chest, you want to check, daily check. It's not every day you move the patient, you know, that kind of thing. That's what it is. And it's digital.
It also has the ability to also take images from different
angles. Yes.
It can turn, it can rotate, it can even take from under. That's why it is quite mobile. And you don't need to move the patient or keep them in any particular position.
I don't want to be